Hey guys, Pepperidge Farm remembers here with a great card trick that you guys could use to inspire the youth of today. You remember when we used to inspire the youth of today? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Here's a card trick. If you guys like card tricks, you should subscribe. Why? To keep me relevant. So here's a card trick you could use. It's actually going to be a little bit of a prediction trick. So for that, I've actually put a little bit of a prediction that I'm going to leave in view the entire time here to make sure that we're on the up and up, as the black kids like to say. So here we have a deck of cards, and we're going to inform the spectator that they themselves are going to be the ones to mix the deck up themselves. So they're in a moment, you're just going to hand them little packets of cards, and they're going to mix them up and shuffle them just like this. They can mix them up. They could do one of these. They could do one of these. They could take them one by one and arrange them however it is they want. But ultimately, then they drop them on the table, and we proceed from there. So you hand the spectator packets, and they, of course, do this. You notice that there's a joker at some point. And you go, do me a favor, hand me the joker. That's going to come important in a little bit, sir. So you go ahead, keep mixing the little packets, and they do this. You hand them another packet, and they mix it up. This is to ensure that each and every single card in the deck is in a unique position and not just one out of a preset, meaning you just set it up in advance. So now each and every single card has been determined by the spectator. So you hand them the joker and you tell them to insert it anywhere they want into the deck. Let's say they insert it right here. You go, that's great. I wanted it face up. You know what? That's fine. So we'll just leave that face up as I show you my prediction, sir or ma'am. But actually, my prediction comes in the form of a ritual. The ritual of fire. That's right, the ritual of fire. So we'll take a little bit of a prediction here, and we'll light it using this ordinary Bic lighter. So we'll just light it on fire, and we notice that we have an apparition of sorts. This was supposed to be here, but we have an apparition where we have a piece of paper lodged between the testes. And this piece of paper reads, 8 of spades, 11 down. That's interesting. Even though that looks like probably the most retarded 8 in the history of 8s. Let's see if the premonition came true. So we see right where you inserted the joker, sir. And we're going to count down 11 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sir, the 8 of spades. Exactly as I premonished. The 8 of spades. Right there. Oh, man. That looks like a card trick. That looks like a card trick. Whoa, hey guys, don't go anywhere. Here's how to do this amazing trick. You're going to use one of my favorite moves, the Bill Simon prophecy move. I know it's a move that I've done to death, but it's an easy one, and it accomplishes so much that you want. So you have a prediction. In this case, it's going to be 8 of spades, 11 down. So as you could figure out, we're going to need a little bit of a teeny tiny setup of the deck. A pre-arrangement, if you would. A pre-ejaculation, if you must. Here we're going to take the 8 of spades and put it 11 from the face of the deck. This is, of course, the face. This is the top. Just to make sure that we got our terminology correct. For all of you guys that may not necessarily be that in tune with your card mechanical skill. So we take the 8 of spades and we put it 11 from the face. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right there. And that's your setup. If you want, you can include the aforementioned penile gag. However, we're adults at this point, so we're past that sort of elementary fucking humor, honestly, at this point. So now you're ready to go. You're ready to rock and roll because you're going to have the spectator shuffle the cards in a way to not disturb that prearrangement of the cards here. So you take the cards out of the box. You could give a little bit of a shuffle as long as you don't interrupt your setup. And now you're going to get into the procedure. You're going to spread off until you see the 8 of spades. yourself and you say, sir, in a moment, I'm going to hand you a little package of cards and I want you to mix it up in your hands just like this. You can mix it up however it is that you want. But ultimately, whenever you're done, what I want you to do is I want you to take the half and drop it on the table just in front of us, just like that. And of course, in that exposition, all I've done is I've taken all the cards above the 8 and mix it up. And then at some point, I add the 8 to the mix and mix it right to the top of the stack. That's all I did. And now this pack is already on the table, so it's already prearranged. You have 11 cards and then the 8 of spades. Oh boy! Now is when you start handing the spectator packets of cards. They start handling. And guess what? After some time, they're going to forget that they didn't fucking shuffle this half. Oh man, if that doesn't deserve a subscription or checking out my various products that I have on pickcake.me, where you too could be the life of the party for just this small fee per product. So here, the 8 of spades is now 11, and they're handed little packets that they mix and drop on top of this. So pretty much everything's done at this point. They mix up little packets. At some point, whenever they shuffle, if you notice that they have a joker in their possession, you of course say, hey, wait a minute, do me a favor and hand me that joker, sir. So they just hand you the joker, and it becomes a little bit of an organic moment saying, oh, we'll figure this along as we go here. But really, you just ask them for the joker at any point. So they're going to be mixing these. They drop it on top, and you say, sir, this is to ensure that you have made each and every single card a unique position. Sir, I want you to do me a favor and take the joker. And, of course, you hand it to them face down and put it inside anywhere you want in the deck. So they're going to do that. And, of course, if they insert it within your first 11 cards, you say, nah, you know what, that's too high up. Do it more in the middle. So they put it somewhere in the middle of the deck, and you go, I wanted it face up. And this is going to give you the motivation to do the Bill Simon prophecy move, which I've explained about 13,000 times on this channel. However, for the sake of completeness, you're going to spread to that outjogged card. You're going to turn your right hand face down, just like this, or face up, I guess. The hand is face down, but the deck is face up. And you're going to use your dirty little thumb, your littlest sister's favorite thumb, to grab that card just like this and turn that card face up. That's all you're doing. You're grabbing this card and turning it face up to show the joker. Now, while the eyes are drawn to the joker, you're just going to take this half and put it on top. So all in all, what should be the perception is that you've turned the joker from a face down position to a face up position. However, you have surreptitiously cut the deck. So now, when you cut to this prearrangement, the 8 of spades is going to be 11 underneath the joker. What? Yeah, that happened. So let's go through that one more time for those of you guys who are probably from Argentina and need more explanation. You tell them to insert the joker anywhere they want. You spread to the joker. You're going to grab that joker and turn it face up on the right half. Then put the left half on top, which has secretly cut the deck. And now you show your prediction, which is going to be the ample time misdirection you need to let this situation solve itself. So now you're going to turn this thing and say, hey, 8 of spades, 11 down. Let's see exactly where you inserted the joker. Let's count down. Remember, you shuffle the deck. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In the 8 of spades, just like I predicted. You are a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit. I am smarter than you. I am smarter than you. You are a piece of shit. Or whatever it is you want to do to conclude the trick. So yeah, then you go off into the sunset. Hey, so that's the trick, guys. That's the trick. You guys make sure to practice it, even though it doesn't really require a lot of it. But just make sure that you got all the stuff down. Make sure you just don't decide to re-upload this video without any fucking practice whatsoever. And do the justice it deserves. Give it practice and be original, you cunts. I'm going to go figure out different ways to ingest a sponge penis.
You again, when I see 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 you again.